The former Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, David Maraga, remains to be a symbol of national unity when it comes to the fundamental principles of the Kenyan Constitution and what unites we as Kenyans. During his era, David Maraga served as one of the most legitimate and most delivering CJ of his time. Now, David Maraga, at this helm of abductions under the reign of President William Ruto, where the rule of law and the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya is disregarded to the fullest by the cronies and goons that serve under President William Ruto, Maraga has had a message for Kenya. Chief Justice Emeritus David K. Maraga, he says, New Year message to fellow Kenyans. This year has not been easy for many families. The killing, maiming and abduction of young Kenyans has put to serious test our institutions. It demands a moral response if we are truly a people sworn to the sanctity of life and the dignity of every citizen. Then we must stand bold in the truth of our Constitution. I condemn the killing, torture, and the abduction, and call for the immediate release of the young still held unlawfully. Our politics must never again be these heartless and uncaring. Fidelity to the Constitution is fundamental. It keeps us all grounded to our responsibility to build a just society. When Kenyans voted overwhelmingly for a new constitution in August 2010, they laid down a fundamentally new vision for transforming the country and the nation. This is the vision that was at the heart of the June-July national protest dubbed Gen Z. It was the desire of Kenyans from all walks of life to take charge of our collective destiny. It was a desire to address the culture of impunity and confront the outright uh, callousness and unresponsive attitudes to genuine issues of public concern. The cries of pain and outrage we saw this year were sparked by the erosion of basic dignity and economic mismanagement. We were urgently address. We must urgently address the decline in vital sectors such as education and health. We must reset the economy to create decent jobs for our youths and restructure our tax regime in order to guarantee fairness and sustainability of the tax burden. This is possible. The country has done this before and can do it again. This year has also shown the resilience of the Kenyan people in the fact of adversity. We have seen Kenyans actively take charge and hold our public institutions to account and lead the way in demanding accountability as enshrined in the Constitution, even as they faced the brute force of a regime's pushback. Let me be clear. The responsibility of ensuring that instruments of power are not abused lies with office bearers. As we usher in the new year, I call upon all of us to reflect on the promise that we made to ourselves 14 years ago. We define a clear path for our future. We set down the values of governance, ethics, and standards of excellence as our guiding light. However, these values and principles can only be realized when they become true to you and me. When fairness and humility are the first thing we meet at the doors of our offices, when truth and justice are the ink that runs through our pens at work, when human dignity and responsibility are the forces that fuel our work, Let us determine that 2025 is the year that these values become an inseparable part of us. It must also be the year of accountability for those who caused so much pain to Kenyans in 2024. This must be the year we start firmly for constitutionalism, the rule of law, and justice. Let us always remember our collective destiny and safeguard it. I wish all Kenyans a great and prosperous new year. God bless you and God bless Kenya ahead. That is 12 2024. A message by the former Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, David Maraga, to the people of the great nation of Kenya. And it is a great message that he sends to the tyranny, President William Ruto, together with the cronies that have taken it into accountable to make sure that they abduct young Kenyans, men and women, for calling out the government, for calling out the president, for calling out the bad governance that we see in today's era. So right now, all that we can say, all that we can urge people out there is that when you stand up for your right, you stand up for Kenya. Now, Maverick Aoko, one of the greatest bloggers that we ever had in the 254, mostly goated for our actions and openness in speaking against the government of President William Ruto in the year 2024, has spoken in regards to the message delivered by one David Maraga, and this is what she has said. We are taking note of those who side with the people against tyranny. Elder Maraga, your tenure was analogous to none, and today we have asserted and cemented your place in the annals of the greatest of all times. With the poignant, violent, and timely statement, hashtag Ed Abduction KE. Remember, today being on the 30th of December 2024, people took to the streets of Nairobi, protesting against the abductions of Kenyans that have been abducted several times. A few days ago, about 10 young men and women have been abducted in the last 1 month. All of them because of certain statements or pictures they shared about the president on their social media platforms. The question that people are telling President William Ruto, you compare yourself to the former president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. But during his time, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta realized of what people could do to him on social media. What danger it would pose for him to continue being online. The president decided it's about time I leave the social media and abandon the social media accounts. And he did that, and with that, he survived away from the social media for a very long time. But the president takes it to heart right now that every comment made against him on Twitter, every comment made against him on Facebook, every comment made or a video posted against him on TikTok, on Instagram, he finds it so relevant to deal with the non-issues that are not helping the people of the Republic of Kenya instead of addressing the main faculties that we are all looking at, which are corruption, extrajudicial killings, and good governance, which is all that we are praying and asking for day in, day out as the people of the Republic of Kenya. For now, all I can say is that I had it here. I leave it here. Remember, this is the Kenyan Daily Report TV.